So we've got the very large box over there to unbox, and a little bit of new stuff to test out, as you can see. So we'll give a minute or two in case anyone's wandering in before we get started. I'm keeping the overhead lights on for now because these lights probably won't light up the bed area quite enough. So I don't want to turn off the overhead lights and worry about the light over there. Okay, so as you can see from the title, I've got my brand new Ironside PC. Also, for some reason, part of my stream still says Minecraft. I should probably check that. Why does it say Minecraft? Apparently it's just the stream elements message. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check the stream directly real quick. Because obviously I'm not playing Minecraft right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's Twitch is being twitchy. And what else is new? Category. Science and technology. Say done. Okay, so Twitch looks good. Make sure YouTube looks good. Okay, it's showing live. And that looks good as well. Okay. So basically, Twitch is silly and doesn't take titles correctly. What else is new? Okay, so I guess quick update on the changes. I removed the old Atomus Connect 4K that I was using as the capture source, and now have an actual Elgato 4K 60 Pro. So actually quite a bit nicer. I'm now running 3 cameras. You can see my face cam is actually a face camera now. And then I've got, of course, the Theremin cam, as it was. And then I've got overhead cam, which is on a flex arm, so I can actually move it however I want. So, what we are going to do is, actually let's go back to the overhead. So as you can see, I have my camera on the tripod behind me, and I also have a wireless mic set up now. So my camera is feeding into my Ninja 5. My Ninja 5 is feeding into the HDMI setup, and I have a wireless mic hooked up to the Ninja 5 because my camera, I'm not putting in video mode because I want to actually take pictures while I do the unboxing. So I need the mic directly into the Ninja 5 because obviously the camera does not feed audio when it's in picture mode. So let's flip over to that and let me know how the audio on this mic is. I've got the lavalier here, so hopefully that'll pick up okay. So we will swap sources and get started. Okay, so I'm going to mute the sparks and then unmute the 4K 60. Okay, so I am now talking through the lav mic. This is the Deity Pocket Wireless kit. So, here we are. So I've got my camera. Let's see, are we out? No. There we go. Let's get that out so we have plenty of room. So, see, I've got the transmitter, which actually has a mic built in, but I'm also wearing the lav, so we'll see how this goes. We'll clip that back on the pocket, and I'm going to be on and off the tripod because I want to take pictures. So what you're actually viewing is the direct output of the Ninja, which is the direct output of the camera. Untangle that. Because I actually have so you can see the battery, I'm actually hardwired in. Because what I do is I have a preset, like, there's my normal preset with all your stuff. And then I use this setting so that I can take video but have it mostly clean. And I see somebody's in the chat. Hey, Internet, audio is low, huh? Okay, so let's bump that up. The interesting thing, let's set that down for the moment. Ooh, I must have something. So the interesting thing is that I can also plug this mic directly into the PC, which is cool, but then, it's a separate audio source. It's not coming through the HDMI link. So we want audio properties. So let's say, let's bump it up 20 dB. Okay. Is that good or is that way too much? That's what I'm trying to figure out with this when I'm running it through the Ninja. That's good? Okay. So let's go for it. Let's move the tripod a little so I have more room to work. So, first we will take a picture of the box. Alright. And now let's open her up. So, we have a whole bunch of packing peanuts. And unboxing instructions. Do not power on your PC until you've played the steps. So, open the box, pull your PC out, remove the pads. Okay. We will set that there. So, take another picture. This is how I generally do unboxings, is I take pictures of like every step of my unboxing. Except usually I'm not live streaming it at the same time. But, you know. So, how do we want to do this? Okay, I see a box. Okay, so we have a box. Then we have the big box. Well, we're going to be making a bit of a mess. I'm going to have lots of fun cleaning this up later. Okay. There's nothing else in the box. And we have a whole lot of peanuts on the whatever. I guess that's not really peanuts, but it's, yeah. Alright. So we've got the PC, and we've got the other box. And I'm going to get this just out of the way. There's not enough room on my floor around here. There, good enough. So, picture. There we go. Okay, so the little box. So, what to keep, getting started, so, back plates, extra power cables, because it's a modular power supply, all sorts of stuff looks like. Sticker. And USB drive. I'm guessing that's probably an operating system drive. Another bag. Power cord. We're going to need that. Manuals. Our instructions all together. MSI. I'm guessing this is the... Yep. So that's all the stuff for the video card. Mouse pad. And a dust cover for the power supply vent. So I guess we'll see if we need that. Okay, so we'll put all that back in the box for now. Except the power cord, which we will put over here where it's going to go. Okay. Actually, we want to get a picture of most of this stuff before we move on, because I like to do that. Which way does it go? There we go. That'll be a good one. Alright, now we will put it back in the box till we need it. And we will put that out of the way. Those are like packing Cheetos. So this is actually apparently what the case is based on. Be Quiet case. That's interesting. Ooh, I see a case. Pretty. So what do they say? Cut the top, open it up, flip it over to get your PC out. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it is have the packing in there, so as you can see. See that shiny Ironside logo there. And do the flip. And of course one of the flaps. There we go. Ooh. There it is. It's pretty. There we go. See a little bit of that artwork. Okay, so they say flip it over, remove the pads. Yep, get it out of the foam. Do not power this computer without removing the internal foam. So they actually have an internal foam so that the video card doesn't like shuffle around during shipping. You know, and come loose or break or whatever. So they actually use like expandy foam stuff inside the case. Smells like plastic. There. Get a That's pretty. Hey, who we got? I see someone else is joining us. Hey, sickies, how you doing? We're just getting to the good stuff. Yep. There we go. Let's see, we got ports and button on the top. Got all the ports on the back. Yep. Velcro sticking to my foot. Okay. So warning, do not power on without removing the foam. Ah, nice. We got just the nice thumb screw front panel, just like the about the same style as the other one. This is my streaming PC, so that's nice, makes it easy to get in. So now, see, we've got the internal packing foam, which somehow collected a bug. We have a bug in the computer. Guess we'll have to get that out. So. Do I have my pliers or something? Yeah, I guess I could just flip it over. That's probably the easiest way to get Mr. Bug out. Well, he fell down inside the power supply area. So, but if we take the back panel off, there he is. Yep, that is one dead bug. Come on. Which I don't really like picking up bugs, so there we go. He's on the edge, and I think he's out. I don't see him, but maybe he fell on the floor. Oh, no. He fell to the front. There. Okay. I think he fell on the floor somewhere. So we got a cover for the top things here. Not sure which way it was. Okay, so now that we have debugged the computer, always an adventure, you know. Always an adventure. But I do not see Mr. Bug, so I believe he's gone. So we will put the back cover back on. There we go. Look at that nice clean insides. Let's get a picture of that. Look at that. Beautiful. So what do we got going on in chat, you guys? Snack really. Yeah, that's about right, Sickies. Not sure where. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, it's on the floor. Which, honestly, I need to vacuum in here anyways. So, front panel. Back on. And we will remove the warning sticker. And we will remove the cover, machine tape or whatever they call this stuff, protective film tape. Ooh, that's pretty. There we go. Put the screws back in. There we go. Now you can actually see the artwork properly. There. Look at that. It is a piece of art. Okay, so let's see what they say. Remove the last panel, remove the padding. We did that. If you have Tundra liquid cooling, we don't. Put the panel back on, you're now ready to boot up. Okay, cool. What to keep? Computer or come pre-installed flash drive for reinstalling operating system. Okay, that's what we figured. Recommends keeping your boxes. Yeah, that makes sense. I usually keep for a while. Keep your vents clear. Yeah, clean out the dust. Okay, booting up. Plug it in, make sure the switch is on. Plug everything in. So, get my chair out of the way. And let's move the camera over here. As you can see, I've cleaned off the area, and I made my highly professional size template for the computer. So I've got network cable, USB cable, which is going to the monitor over here, which has my keyboard and mouse plugged in. So theoretically, that should just work. I have an extension cable because I used it on the gaming PC, and then I put extension cable around because it's going to be over. And HDMI cable, which hopefully works correctly. Why does my bed look small? It's just a plain old twin. That's probably why it looks small. It's just a twin. Ooh, getting a little clip in there. So let's get our cables all ready here. Ooh. And let's see, we want to go around, so we hey, the very end port is open on my power strip. Good. Oh, and if you're not familiar with my setup, I have these hooks here that are holding a like a 4-foot, power strip. Because I run so much stuff in here and everything needs power. There we go. Okay, so computer template. Okay, so assuming that HDMI cable is good and that everything is happy, we should be basically good to go. Probably should have moved that mic out of the way. I will say this is not a light computer. This is significantly heavier than my streaming computer. Okay, so power, network, USB. Oh, they actually have a sticker over the onboard video port on the motherboard, so you don't accidentally use it. Huh. This thing actually has a PS2 port, if you want to use a PS2 keyboard or mouse. I'm pretty sure these are all, yeah, so let's kind of keep it neat and plug that down there. There, see. So we got network, USB for mouse and keyboard, and what do we got here? Display port, display port, display. So we have 3 display ports and an HDMI. What game? All of them? I mean, I really want to actually play through Wonderlands, which, even with settings significantly reduced down, just the 1060 in the old computer couldn't handle it. It was laggy. But I'm actually thinking, because, I have a lot of fun in Minecraft, and Terraria, but unless you've actually got like a group, I don't think they're really great stream games. So I'm actually thinking of starting a Sacred 2 playthrough, because I have not played that game in ages, and I've kind of got the urge. Okay, so we've got our PC. So what we want to do is clean up the cabling as best we can. So that as little as possible is, sitting up on the desk. So we want to kind of pull the cables down, get them out of the way, so they can go down with the other batches of cables down there, where they are not quite so visible. So, come on, go down. There we go. Okay. Okay, power, network. Okay. There, that's not too bad. So we've got the new PC, the PS5. Yep, I did say Sacred too. And of course, the Stream Deck. Now, let me make sure. What? 1122, okay. Yeah, Sacred 2 was great. Well, actually physically turn the PC on. I think that's on. Okay, I'm seeing. There it goes. I wonder if you could see that better with the lights off. Blocks out of the way. Ooh, it's coming to life. Look at that. You want, yes. I have mouse. I have keyboard. Give you a better shot here. Look at this. So we've got our So now that we've got that going, let's see if there's any interesting setup stuff we want to do. So let's flip back to the game stream scene. Okay. And then guess I should switch mics back. So it's up here on the monitor, but it's not showing through the capture card. So let's see what display settings we've got here. Okay. 160. Okay, that's all correct. Let's just flip it back to here. So that should go back to the camera. And then flip it back to there. Now let's check the video settings here. Yeah, it should be going. Let me check the switch directly. See if something looks odd. Copy from out one, copy from out one. Okay, the inputs, the EDID looks good. That all looks correct. Copy from. Let's see if that does anything interesting. I just changed the EDID on. I didn't really change anything. So we're gonna put that back how it was. Let's fire up the software. No signal. Yeah, so the Elgato Capture software is also saying no signal. Interesting. And obviously there's a signal because I'm looking at it on the monitor. Let's see, anything. Everything is HD. Yeah, that's nice. So input 1 or input 2. Let's change the EDID. Let's fiddle with that and see. Okay, works for the computer itself. And we know the Elgato's working because it sees the camera fine. So changing that didn't do anything. put the EDID back to my default. Output. Now that's interesting. So I just set I turned on the scaler on my matrix switch. So if I turn it back to bypass, there's nothing. If I put it to auto, which honestly doesn't matter because the capture card would scale down to 1080 anyways. So something with the 4K signal that this video card puts out, the Elgato doesn't like it. But if we turn the scaler on, which is fine because I stream in 1080 anyways, and the capture card will capture and pass through 4K, but it actually technically supports, it outputs, does it output? I thought it output 1080, but anyway, okay. So my capture source, the matrix switch itself, is now downscaling from 4K to 1080. So here's the PC. So let's okay, yep, we have audio. The stupid news and interests, turn off. Somebody's calling the house. So we have the GeForce driver. Oh, IQ, that's one of the lighting things. So what do we got? Chrome, Opera, Armory, Aura, and IQ. Those are all for lighting control. Although I think their current setup looks pretty nice. Let's see how they have it set. Basically slightly off-white, I guess you would call it. And we are also going to turn off the search bar because it annoys me. And of course, as with any machine, it's well, let's actually check for updates because that'll make sure our internet's working correctly. Oh, okay, cool. It's up to date. See, I don't know, 11 seems a little too new to jump right to, especially on a brand new PC that's already tweaked out and tripped out, you know. And 11, I mean, I'm running it on the streaming PC, but, you know, that was a complete fresh install that I set up. So, let's take a look. So there's our, yeah. So we've got our 1 terabyte NVMe and our 4 terabyte other drive, where most of my Steam stuff will go. Yeah, looks, except for the specialty software, you know, the NVIDIA drivers and the lighting stuff. I mean, really, the only like extra non-Windows default software I see is Opera and Chrome, which I'll probably throw Firefox on there, but yeah, I mean that's all Microsoft junk. Asus, of course, makes yeah, you got the Asus stuff, you got the Corsair stuff, because it's a mix of Asus and Corsair stuff. Yep, all the default Microsoft stuff. I do not need the Office quick installer. Opera I don't use. So we will clean that out because I don't care about Opera. Of course, the Office stuff that Microsoft likes to have enabled by default we don't need. Okay, Asus. Because Microsoft likes to, you know, include a bunch of random stuff. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave the Xbox stuff for now, just in case I ever want to use it. Oh, OneDrive, yeah, that can go. Never using that. And the rest of the default stuff is probably, well, yeah. Microsoft Mail we don't need. There. Okay. There. The stuff that we know I'm never going to use whatsoever. Stay on Windows 10 for now. Let's see if it's actually gonna. Yes, there is. So you say no to 11, and that's like, oh, hey, there's actually a Windows 10 update. Guess I can turn my mic off. So this is cool. So, see, so here's the transmitter, which it has a mic built in, but then it also has your standard jack and comes with the nice little lapel. Then we can turn this off. We can turn the camera off. See, and there's the transmitter. Which just uses a USB-C. So it uses that to charge, then it comes with this USB-C to stereo cable for you to plug it into something. And then it's got like a little phone mount. I've got the little mini tripods over there. So, put that back in the box. All update installs here. And get this cleaned up and put away. Installing 1%. So it's not silent, but it is fairly quiet. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But then, you know, there's two fans on the liquid cooling radiator. There's a fan in the back. And then, of course, the fan's on the video card. Which I think there's two on the video card. And, you know, the power supply. I have I did not actually set up the other camera on this source. Let's do that. Video capture device, existing overhead cam. There we go. Move it down there. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I don't have it set to use the little window. That's funny. I'll have to mess with that later. Well, now let's look at it now, because we're waiting for an update to install anyways. So this camera I have set to, wait, I can copy transforms? Really? Paste trans? I can just... So... I learn something every day. Because I use a transform on the video source, you know, to size it for the, you know, my little corner window instead. And I also use a transform for the main screen here. I never noticed before that you can literally just copy and paste the transform. I've been typing the numbers and locations every time I play with my sources. I never realized I could do that. Actually, which makes me wonder, will these buttons work in this scene? No, because they're scene specific. Okay. %. Okay, so let's... Oh, and the other fun thing, see, as I told you when Elgato had the sale, you know, I got the third camera and the 4K 60 Pro, but it was also their anniversary sale, and they were sending out these cool lights. So I have my shiny blue Elgato logo light. It's not wireless like, you know, the ring lights and everything, but yeah, it's cool. No, it's free. Makes a nice decoration, and it's actually like really bright. Okay, so wrapping my cable back up here. They have a pretty long cable on this lavalier, which is good, I guess. You can put the transmitter wherever you want. There we go. As I realized when I was planning this stream that I have a little microphone that I had picked up to use with the camera a while ago. Actually, another deity microphone. But that microphone does not work plugged into the Ninja Recorder, because the Ninja Recorder actually needs a powered mic. It does not provide power. Oh. Also, I've got a cup of tea here that's probably well past ready. I might have to heat it back up. Nope, still warm. I'm working through a sample box of teas, like you probably know, Internet, from Tea Bloom. So I'm like, you know, it's like a 24 tea sample box, and this is it's a black tea, but it's a cinnamon chai. You can taste a little bit of cinnamon. it's actually not super bitter either. Not bad. I like it. Okay, working on updates. Everybody's favorite thing. Yeah, seems pretty good. A little earthy, but it does have that little bit of, you know, zip from the cinnamon, a little bit of that cinnamon taste, and it's not real bitter. Nice, booting back up. Getting your computer ready because Windows. Getting your computer ready, tracking all the things, stealing all your data. Those like cycle. So the question is, okay, now turn your wallpaper, control the RGB lighting. Huh, neat. Okay, that's nice. I don't actually want to log into my account right now. I'm just curious to see. Okay, so nice kit, or kit. Okay, so we got a couple updates there. Okay, so looks like the light strip on the bottom is apparently ASUS. Or something that Aura sees. The motherboard. The cooler is Corsair. And the RAM is Corsair. So those will probably be... Yeah, because Aura... Okay, so this is the full Armory crate. Aura is probably just... Yeah, specialty. We'll see what it is. Please restart your system. Alrighty. Reboot. Reboot. Gotta love when Windows lags itself. While I wait for that, start cleaning up my camera stuff here. So I've got the Ninja plugged into that, the 4-port HDMI switch that is input 8 on my Matrix switch, because that's the one I use for, you know, miscellaneous devices and whatnot. So I have a cable that I keep over here for plugging like computers in. So then I ran a second cable out to here to hook up to the Ninja, and then the camera plugs into the Ninja using a, I think this is micro HDMI to HDMI cable. So we've got that cable. So we've got this HDMI cable. which is kind of handy to have out here actually. Because if I need to plug a client computer in back here, I have this cable below. So what I'm going to do is wrap it up and hang it on the clip of the microphone now. And I'm using the wall power for all these. Which this battery should supposed to be charged. Probably didn't plug the battery in the charger all the way. Okay, so back up. So let's hop back into Armory Crate and take a look. Oh, okay, so devices. No, we don't want to log in right now because I don't feel like looking at my login. So shutdown effect is set to rainbow. Pressable headers, RGB headers. Disk info. Okay, that's cool. Or a sync. Yep, so there's the motherboard and the light strip. Or effects. So it might not be on any effect. Yeah, so I think it's basically set to rainbow on startup and shutdown, and otherwise just default, which is, white. Link apps to profiles. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can actually tweak your color profiles per application. Drivers featured. So drivers, utilities, yeah, all the other stuff you can, okay. So Aura Creator, I'm guessing, is something else to update our, yep. I'm guessing that's to make more customized lighting profiles. Installing. Launch. So let's see what Creator is. Yeah, so it's for like device, okay, yeah, PC components. So there's your mother, yeah, so that's for like building fancy color profiles. So IQ, so that's going to be for, okay, so it sees multiples, that's cool. Nice, so it's showing our sensors. So the pump fan, our CPU 0% load. So we're on default. So motherboard, okay, device settings, what's that say? Okay, just tells you. RAM, dim setup, lighting effects, static color, color 1, hardware lighting, cooling, alerts, device settings. Okay, all sorts of stuff. And then color one. Okay. What's dashboard? You can add widgets here. Oh, okay, so that's like that, yeah, dashboard thing. Oh, so you can like build a custom dashboard in here to view all things. Okay, cool. Now the question is, does that apply immediately? Oh, it does. Let's see, can you see it from here? Can I turn this? It's not. Here, let me try. Let me turn the lights off. So there's Rainbow Wave. You can see that the RAM and the CPU cooler. Yeah, so the RAM and the CPU cooler are cycling. Looks like, I believe the light strip is cycling as well. I don't think the back fan has a light on it. The front fans don't. Yeah, and the there we go. So you've got the motherboard thing there, CPU cooler, the RAM, the light strip down here. Looks like there's another light over here on the motherboard on that cooler. This fan might have, I think that back fan actually does have a light in it. So that's Rainbow Wave. Rain. You can't see it real well. I'd really need to tweak the settings on that camera and drop the ISO a bit probably. That's kind of neat. Visor. So it's like cycling and flashing. Interesting. Corsair One Blue. Ooh, that's pretty. Now see, it's not actually... Oh, okay. So these settings are not changing the light strip. The light strip is just multiple colors, so none of these are changing the light strip, it looks like. Corsair Yellow. So I think that's the default. Static red. That's pretty. So I think this is actually the default. I think I like the rainbow wave. So let's go into Armory Crate and see what we can do with the LED strip. See if we can tweak that from here. Yeah, see rainbow, addressable headers. See if that does anything. I don't think it did. Oh, I see. Okay, no Gen 2 devices found. Let's 120. Disk info. Or a sync. Or a effects. Rainbow. Oh, I see. So advanced is one that they created, which is slightly different on the light strip. Which is slightly different from the rainbow. So I'll leave that in Yggdrasil white. And that set to rainbow. Which I think looks pretty good. And why is some random weird phone number calling me? Fine. Okay, let's put our cover back on. See, so I think they have the LED strip set to complement the picture. Well, don't know what that number was, but if it was important, they'll leave me a voicemail. And another screw. And another screw. There we go. Okay. Turn our lights back on so we can see. Yeah. And go here. Alright. Which I guess you didn't see all that. So, here in Armory Crate, we have the aura effects. So it's set to the Yggdrasil white, so that's the one. Or you can set it to any of these, and that basically changes the light strip. I think it changes the motherboard one as well. So if we set it like static red, yeah, you can see, yeah. Or rainbow, which does a similar thing to what the other did. But we will leave those the white. But then the IQ, the IQ does override the motherboard setting if you tell it to, but it does not control the light strip. So the light strip is still the Yggdrasil white, and everything else is now this rainbow effect, which looks pretty cool. Huh. Apparently I dropped out of chat at some point. That's weird. Okay, yeah, so we're up and running. We've removed a few things I don't have any use for, tweaked our colors a little, took a bunch of pictures. So now I just have to figure out what I'm doing with everything else. Steam will get installed on the secondary drive. The primary drive, I will probably install some of the newer stuff. You know, like Wonderlands, I'll install directly on the NVMe. ESO, I'll install directly on the NVMe. CurseForge for Minecraft, which I think it puts, yeah, it puts those in your profile anyways, the instances. So that'll be fine. But most of the stuff from Steam, I mean, honestly, most of my stuff in Steam is a little older stuff. So I'll probably keep that stuff all to the secondary, to the big drive. And that's what I did on the old machine. So I've got to start installing games and testing that, and then transferring over any, you know, save data and whatnot from the other machine. But I got my cabling correct, so it's good. I was able to plug it in. I was doing that before dinner was finishing up, you know, shut down the old machine and made sure the network cable was switched, and, you know, got the HDMI cable into the matrix and all that stuff to get it ready to go. So I wouldn't be crawling around trying to do that under the desk during this. So actually, my clock is off. I just noticed that. Let's see. Oh, yep, because we are not Central Time. We are Eastern Time. Set time automatically. So 7:23. Yep. Okay, so there we go. And let's just pull up the stats there. I wonder if that's like my order number. Oh. So there we go. Ryzen 7 5000X, 8 cores, 32 gigs of RAM, 64-bit Windows 7 or 10, Windows 10 Home, which, you know, is perfectly fine. I don't know if Windows 11 was an option or not. I don't remember if 11 wasn't an option or if I just specifically picked 10. But I probably would have, if it was an option, I would have picked it anyways. Because, yeah, I mean, I've got 11 here on the streaming PC, but, you know, I prefer 10 still, because 11 is a little wonky and apparently and a bit more annoying to set up. So I'll clear out some of the tiles here and whatnot, and clear out some more of the pre-installed, you know, Windows included stuff probably. But yeah, at this point it's basically onto the gaming. So thanks for hanging out, and I guess I'll call it there and clean up that massive pile of packing Cheetos and the bug. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this was fun. So finally back to streaming after 2 months. You know, I just sort of, after the fun hospital visit, I just had no energy. You know, and finally started getting my energy back, but just couldn't decide what I wanted to stream. And you know, then I ordered the new PC, so it's like, well, hey, might as well start back up with the new PC. Do the unboxing, and I'll try to get some stuff installed today and tomorrow, and hopefully, if I'm not out too late, I will probably stream tomorrow night. Maybe I'll start that Sacred 2 run through, because that sounds fun. Not totally recovered, but I'm pretty close. Once they ran me through the 2 rounds of iron infusion, that helped a lot. So I'm still a little tired and slow, but I'm a lot closer to normal than I was. So, yeah, so feeling better, getting some energy back. So, yeah. But I've got a wedding to go to tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not expecting the wedding and the reception to be all that long. So, I mean, it's like 2, so I'm probably gonna be home by dinner time anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking that might be the plan, is if I'm not completely exhausted, give us a little bit of a game burn and start a Sacred 2 run, because it has been years since I've played that, and I just saw it in my Steam library and have the urge. You know how that goes. You just see something like, I have to play that again, and that'll be fun. But yeah, so gonna call it a night and start installing stuff. Never seen Sacred 2. Yeah, it's pretty old, but it's fun. Sacred 1 was a lot of fun. Sacred 2 was a lot of fun. Sacred 3 was okay. They totally changed the style of the game, basically, and it was still kind of fun, but Sacred 2 is the one I really enjoyed. I mean, how many games out there have a quest line to go find instruments for a band, and then they give you a mini concert in game, which I have to make sure I do that quest, because it was a lot of fun, but if I remember right, it was not easy. But yeah, so yeah, I'm tentatively planning probably my normal time, you know, so probably 8 tomorrow night would be my typical, hoping to get back on schedule here. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you later. So let's get to our ending scene, and yeah, have a good night. I've got a bunch of work to do, I guess. See you later.